and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your for almost 2 hours
and didn't leave.
and you talk. And the white folk asked you, was you a professional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you that, nigga.
Right.
Got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently, like it wasn't even disrespectful. And then I get to sit back and watch that. And what's the difference between them and us?
Okay.
Now I feel disrespect.
Right.
Don't do us like that.
Man, the internet has been absolutely lit ever since Rick Ross and DC Young Fly went at it. Music, nobody expected this at all. What started as a small joke quickly turned into a full-blown viral roast that has everyone talking. It all began when Ross threw some slick remarks online, trying to clap back at DC like he was just some small-time comedian who didn't belong in the spotlight. Ross posted a video acting all boss-like, cigars in hand, surrounded by luxury cars, saying music stuff about comedians needing to stay in their lane. But DC wasn't about to let that slide. He hit back with a response so sharp, so hilarious, and so fast that the internet immediately declared Ross had picked the wrong one to mess with. DC Young Fly isn't just funny, he's a pro at turning words into weapons. He's been roasting top names on Wild 'N Out for years, so he knows exactly how to clap back. When Ross threw shade, DC made it pure entertainment. His reply went viral within hours, and fans were calling it one of the funniest comebacks of the year. Looking straight into the camera, DC said, "Boy, why don't you go sit down with them lemon pepper wings and that Maybach you still leasing?" The delivery had people dying laughing. Social media exploded with reposts, memes, and reaction videos, and even some celebrities joined in, saying DC had completely cooked him. Ross tried to play it cool at first, posting his usual flexes, private jets, stacks of cash, his mansion, but fans weren't buying it. Every comment section he appeared in was flooded with people saying DC got him. It turned into a running joke online. That's when Ross decided to fire back again, but honestly it only made things worse. He tried to poke fun at DC's career, claiming comedians make jokes because they can't make money like bosses.
Since he walked off on
Man,
y'all?
we were just talking to Angie Martinez about that yesterday. We in Atlanta, so we run into him all the time. He do car shows. So it ain't never been no hard feeling.
Yeah.
I don't want to say no hard feeling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say first of all, I don't give.
Yeah, I get it.
But I give a cause
Try to make it.
you as a person.
Yeah.
We the type of people that will never bring up nothing that we feel like that can be diminished to your career or anything, nigga, cause we some real niggas.
Yeah.
The moment you leave our show.
But that's when DC dropped the next bomb. He went live and said, "Boy, your whole life built on lemon pepper and lies." Fans went wild all over again. It wasn't just what he said, it was the way he said it. DC's delivery had that perfect mix of street-smart humor, confidence, and energy that Ross just couldn't match. He called out how Ross is always trying to act like the ultimate boss but has slipped up multiple times. From his past as a correctional officer to questions about some business deals, DC asked, "How you gonna call yourself the biggest boss when your biggest L's keep going viral?" Boom, the internet erupted again. That moment completely shifted the game. Ross went from untouchable to getting roasted like it was a comedy special. Fans started treating it like a rap battle. DC versus Ross, comedian versus rapper. But what made it even crazier, DC wasn't even rapping, he was just speaking, and his charisma carried every punchline. His jokes were sharp, fearless, and effortless. Meanwhile, Ross looked tense, trying to save face with motivational lines like, "Real bosses don't entertain clowns," but everyone could see through it. DC had turned him into a trending topic for all the wrong reasons. Things got even messier when fans dug up old clips of Ross getting roasted by others and remixed them with DC's latest clips. Chaos erupted online. Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram flooded with edits of Ross getting burned while DC's lines played perfectly in the background. Some fans even compared DC to classic comedy legends who could destroy someone with just a few words. It wasn't just a roast. Anymore, it became a cultural moment. Rappers, influencers, and YouTubers all jumped in to react. Music and the wild part, DC didn't seem mad at all. He was laughing the whole time, treating it like a game. He even joked about making a comedy special out of it, calling it lemon pepper laughter. Fans said if that drops, it's an instant hit. Ross, on the other hand, looked music frustrated. He went live again talking business, property, and being a self-made man, but no one was listening. Every serious comment got flooded with lemon emojis and DC quotes. Even big names like 21 Savage and Da Baby were liking posts siding with DC. That's when the internet essentially declared the winner. Some fans dug deeper, saying this moment exposed something bigger. Rappers like Ross can't handle being clowned by comedians who control the online narrative. DC's humor disarmed him. No matter the money, Ross couldn't escape becoming a meme. It marked a new era where being relatable, funny, and real wins over being flashy and stiffened. DC proved it. He didn't need luxury cars or mansions, just his phone, his wit, and timing. That was enough to humble a rap mogul, of course. A few Ross fans tried to defend him, claiming DC was chasing clout. But even that didn't hold because DC already built his own empire from comedy to acting to producing. He's a proven force, not some random append. So when he roasted Ross, it wasn't punching up, it was a clash of equals. Joke for joke, DC outperformed him. The timing made it even better. Ross has been acting out of touch online lately, showing off possessions while people struggle. DC's jokes hit harder because they spoke the truth. Ross might be rich, but he's starting to look corny. That's why people loved it so much. It wasn't just a roast, it was a reality check served with laughter. And that's the magic of DC Young Fly. He balances comedy with truth-telling perfectly. He'll make you laugh, but also make you think. Ross clearly underestimated that power. He thought he could brush DC off like any other internet troll. But DC turned it into a cultural roast that exposed just how fragile Ross' image really is. The funniest part, DC didn't even need to curse or get personal. He just relied on his natural charisma to humble a superstar. Music, now that the dust is settling. This whole Rick Ross versus DC Young Fly situation looks like a turning point in celebrity culture. Fans are calling it the roast that humbled a boss, and honestly, that might be the most accurate description yet. No matter how much Ross tried to spin it, DC owned the entire moment from start to finish. He proved that sometimes the loudest mic drop doesn't come from a rapper in a booth, but from a comedian with a camera and confidence. After DC's last viral response, Ross went silent for a few days. It was obvious he was regrouping. His next posts were all business-focused, Wingstop promotions, Maybach photos, boss talk, but fans saw right through it. Silence, in this case, meant taking the L. Meanwhile, DC's momentum only grew stronger. Clips of him performing at comedy shows started trending again, and he didn't miss a chance to joke about Ross live on stage. Rick Ross tried to check me, but I checked his cholesterol, he quipped, and the crowd went wild. Clips of that moment spread everywhere, making Ross a walking punchline once more. Ross built his brand on dominance, being untouchable, the biggest boss, but DC cracked that image with jokes too real to ignore. Fans noted how Ross had been throwing subliminals at various people for months, from rappers to podcasters, but no one hit back like DC. It's almost poetic, a comedian humbling a rap mogul. That's what people mean when they say the internet levels the playing field. Fame and money don't guarantee respect anymore, authenticity does. Then the memes went nuclear. Fans edited clips of Ross walking into Wingstop with DC's voice, roasting him in the background. Fake Wingstop Employee of the Month posters featuring DC's face circulated. Even AI remixes of DC's jokes turned into diss tracks. It was like a digital boxing match where the crowd got to throw punches too. Ross couldn't win because every move became more meme material. When he posted a mansion flex, showing his champagne-filled pool, DC's supporters immediately took over the comments, "You can't buy a comeback. DC owns this pool now," were just a few of the brutal replies. Entertainment blogs quickly picked up the story, running headlines like DC Young Fly outshines Rick Ross in viral feud. What really set DC apart was that he never made it dark or personal. He kept it funny, clean, and clever, never bringing up Ross's family, health, or crossing any lines. That earned him respect. It was classic roasting, sharp, spontaneous, and hilarious. Deep down, even Ross had to recognize that DC didn't mean harm, it was just one entertainer defending himself with his natural gift. Music ego may have made it harder for Ross to laugh, but the audience had a field day. By now, DC is being called the undefeated roast champ. He's humiliated others with humor before, but this might be the biggest W of his career. Music, he didn't just win the internet, he earned even more respect in the entertainment world. Celebs like Mike Epps, DL Hewley, and even Kevin Hart reportedly showed love, saying DC represents the new generation of comedy, fearless and funny at the same time. This feud also highlighted how quickly narratives flip online. A few years ago, no one would have imagined a comedian embarrassing a rap mogul this badly. But that's exactly where culture is now. Wit beats wealth. People connect more with energy and authenticity than money flexes. That's why DC's audience keeps growing. He's relatable, unfiltered, and entertaining. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and that's exactly why people take him seriously. Ross might bounce back eventually. He's still a legend in music and business, but the internet isn't about to forget this one. Every time music he tries to flex online now, someone's dropping a lemon pepper joke or quoting DC. It's etched in internet history. This roast went beyond entertainment. It became symbolic. Music, it proved that no one, no matter how powerful, is immune from getting clowned if they get too cocky. And here's the wild part. Rumors are swirling that DC and Ross might actually link up, maybe a podcast, maybe a comedy skit to squash the tension and turn it into business. If that happens, it could be legendary. Imagine DC walking through Wingstop cracking jokes while Ross plays the straight man. Fans would eat that up. Both know controversy drives views, and views drive cash. Until then, DC sits comfortably with the win. His timing, confidence, and humor turned a small online jab into a full-blown career highlight. Ross learned the hard way. You can't outshine someone who's naturally funny. No matter how many cars or mansions you show off, the people have spoken, and this music time, the crown goes to the comedian. DC proved that laughter wins, especially when it's backed by truth. Now his name is ringing louder than ever, while Ross got a reminder that even the biggest boss can catch a digital fade when they mess with the wrong one. Subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment. Who do you think really won this?